All right, what is up, my friends? So I'm a little different today. This is going to be a kind of a state of a channel, kind of a year in review, and looking forward to 2025 video. So no gameplay today. Sorry, folks. We gotta talk about stuff, So Foundations is all done. If you didn't watch the Foundations one run, if you got about 100,000 hours, you can watch it. It was a rough one, honestly. But we're looking forward to, of course, Aether Drift coming out, which is very, very exciting. And before we do that, though, I wanted to go over the channel a bit and go over things. So I did one of these on my main channel. I went over a lot of stuff there pertaining to my larger content at large. TLDR, follow me on Blue Sky. It's a new platform. It's what Twitter should be, but Elon Musk kind of ruined. We got that going on. New stuff for 2025 I want to do are Your Deck Live, Return to Your Deck Live, and then Pile Driver Opens is pretty cool. Also a note, I am no longer writing weekly for CoolStuffInc.com. Still sponsored by them. Still love cool stuff, but we'll no longer doing weekly content, which is great because now I have more time for my own content, which is cool. So I'll do 10 New Brews article, so I'll do 10 New Brews video. Might do a video. I might do an article here or there. I did the preview article for their previews for Aether Drift, but that's that going on there. Also, not directly related to Bronze Mythic is our community events have been freaking awesome. Pile Driver Poker's been going good, but we added a new one, which is a draft night. We've run 2 Pile Driver draft nights. We do it once a month, and they have been awesome. The first one had 3 pods, second one had 4 pods. Phenomenal, lots of fun. Obviously, if you're a Bronze Mythic watcher, you're a limited player. In order to play on draft night, you need to be a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member on the main channel. Prime subs work also. Get in the Discord, come hang out, come play draft nights. A lot of fun. I'm going to put me playing draft nights whenever I'm able to play on this channel going forward. So that being said, that's kind of your housekeeping stuff for what's going on. Now time to talk about the actual channel itself. So Bronze Mythic channel did pretty well in 2024. Pretty consistent, honestly, as far as viewership goes, subs go. You're looking over stats for the year. Some growth. You have 4,000 new subscribers, which is pretty cool. Viewership, I would say up a little bit on average. Not a ton. Like to see more growth. Obviously, who wouldn't? But overall, pretty happy, That being said, there's definitely a lot of room to improve, I think. I think that, one of the biggest complaints from both my viewers and myself, honestly, is sort of the crossover of timeliness and fatigue. So, obviously, if a show is designed around me going from Bronze to Mythic, ideally in a single season, it doesn't always work out like that. The way the seasons work, you can't just spread it out. You need to do it all in one season, obviously. So if I get home from the Pro Tour on the 14th, I have 14 days to finish Bronze Mythic before the season resets. So usually I'm trying to kind of cram it in. This leads to 2 problems. Problem number 1 is timeliness, where you end up especially in a set where it takes me 30 drafts, which should not be the ideal, hopefully. You end up where episode 29 goes up. It goes up in mid-January, and it was recorded in late November, which is definitely not ideal because the format you're seeing has evolved a lot since then, and it's not really congruent to what's happening in the current format. So the problem here is how do we solve that? And then the issue is by kind of cramming it in all at once, I hit fatigue pretty hard. You can see this in later episodes where I really am just grinding, and I'm like, I've done 12 drafts in 3 days, and I'm pretty exhausted. I'm not playing as well, and that I think sucks because A, I'm not playing as well. It's worse content, and it's just not as fun to watch. I'm a little more downtrodden, I'm a little more just like on the grind. I know some folks like that kind of content, watching their streamers struggle and stuff, but I think that I need to think of a good solution because, again, the point of the show is to rank from Bronze to Mythic in one season. So like, we could break it up. Sometimes it is broken up naturally for Pro Tours, where for example, for Aether Drift, the set releases on the 11th, which will be the premiere of Bronze Mythic for Aether Drift, and then I actually leave on the 15th for the Pro Tour. I'll be flying to Chicago on the 15th, doing the testing house and playing at the Pro Tour. It's a really fast turnaround this time, so there's no way I'll finish it before I leave. So I'll be coming back. Ladder will reset. I'll get back to where I was off stream, and we'll continue. So when there's a Pro Tour, it'll kind of naturally allow me to progress a little more, but I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm looking for some potential solutions. It might just be to spread it out and just understand that, I'm going to have to let the ladder reset, running back up to where I was off stream a little bit, and keep the show going from that point. It does kill the flow of a show a little bit, where the idea is that each draft I do is, my that number draft of a set. that gets thrown up by Pro Tours anyway, where, we've seen some seasons where, like, I'll get to Platinum, leave for a Pro Tour, do 30 Pro Tour testing drafts, and then come home. And at this point, now draft 21 is me on my 50th draft or whatever. That just kind of is what it is, the Pro Tours and stuff. So, want to hear everyone's thoughts on that. I think that's probably my biggest flaw in the show currently, and the biggest piece of feedback I get negative-wise, which I think is good. Please give me your negative feedback. I'm not someone who shies away from that. Don't be a dick, but I love criticism. I love feedback. My goal is to improve as a content creator, first and foremost, always, and always try and be better. So that's that. Other big thing for me is a soundboard and the effects. I mentioned this on the main channel also. My goal for the year is to really, really expand on it. Not necessarily in a way of using more, just using a wider variety. So rather than have one laugh track, I'll have 10 laugh tracks, it'll randomly choose between them, so you're not hearing the same sounds over and over again. That's a big goal of mine. I know folks love the seasonal sounds as well. Want to do more of that. Want to do more effects. Want to just do a lot more fun, exciting stuff, and just kind of keep things growing on that front, because I really like doing that part and making it entertaining, making it a show. The theme song and so on and so forth is really, really cool. And that. So, want to hear everyone's thoughts on that as well. Things you like as far as soundboard stuff and effects. You said the emergency meeting thing that kind of like fell off a soundboard. It hasn't come back on, unfortunately. I think people like that one a lot because it was not only a fun effect, but it was like thematic with the show of saying, hey, stop and pay attention. This is an important point to pay attention, kind of thing. So, would love to hear ideas, stuff like that. I'm big on crowdsourcing, honestly. I'm really, really big as far as hearing the things that you want to see and you like and you enjoy that make the show better. So please, I'd love to see comments in this video. I'll try to respond to all of them, as I did on the main channel video as well. What do you think? Let me know. Talk to me, all right? So, aside from that, that's basically what's going on. So the 11th will be the premiere of Bronze Mythic for Aether Drift. We're going to cram in about maybe 10 episodes before I leave for the Pro Tour on the 15th. I'm flying to Chicago, playing a Pro Tour Aether Drift. This is the last Pro Tour I'm queued for currently. If I do well, I'll keep qualifying. If I don't do well, I don't know. I don't know how the AMPs and stuff work or whatever. So we'll just see. I'm kind of just riding the ride. Usual team, usual stuff on that. Look for the the Pro Tour recap stuff on the main channel as well. And I also want to do a little more like other content here on the off season as well. Let me know ideas. Just talk to me, right, folks? So that's coming up. I also got my set review coming up on Saturday. Saturday the 1st, my set review on the main channel, 10-year brews, all the usual stuff, all right? Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please sound off. I'll try to respond to all of them if I can. Thank you for watching. I love what I do, and I'm so thankful I get to do it, and it's all because of you fine folks watching and supporting and everything else. So please keep doing that if you like the show. I love you all. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.